36A title outright if they can pull off a win against the high-flying Mission Eagles. It's all coming your way next, right here on Football Night in McAllen. Coming your way this year on MITV Channel 17, it's high school football at its finest. Join us for Football Night in McAllen, featuring all three high schools, the Nicky Rowe Warriors, the Memorial Mustangs, and the McAllen Bulldogs. They're all here on MITV's latest blockbuster, Football Night in McAllen. Hello, welcome to Football Night in McAllen. We're trying to keep warm, staying out of the rain because, well, we're a little old these days. I'm Mark May along with Mario Reyna, and we're up here in the press box here at McAllen Veterans Memorial Stadium here in McAllen in Deep South Texas, the city of palms. We're getting a lot of rain. It's winter time is finally here, and as you can see, it's a dreary, muggy night with the steady drizzle coming down, and it's been this way for pretty much the entire day. You can see it's quite chilly as well for this area of Texas, 58 degrees and a little bit of wind tonight, and of course a steady amount of rain. And but both these teams ready to do battle here. It's the last game of the regular season for both teams. After this is the playoffs. Memorial has already qualified. Mission will not be going, but for Memorial the question is, can they do it as the district champion? They last won a district title in 2011, and if they win tonight, they're the outright district champion for the first time in 3 years. We're going to pause right now for our national anthem, and when we come back, we'll do our keys to the game as McAllen Memorial gets ready to take on the Mission Eagles. Excellent job by the McAllen Memorial Marching Band here in the ring. You can see everybody's got the rain gear on here tonight, and the Mustang Band under the capable direction of Mr. Eric Donaldson. And the Mission Eagles taking on the Mustangs tonight. And for Mission, their glory days, you might remember back in the 1980s, they were one of the top passing teams in the state of Texas. Lupe Rodriguez and those guys, those high-flying receivers they had.
Coy Detmer?
Yeah, Coy Detmer later on went to state semifinals. There have been a bit of a downturn in recent years. Of course, they're now two high school town, and but Memorial has been doing very well under the Bill Littleton area. The last 12 years have been mostly good ones for the McAllen Memorial Mustangs, who look to march into the playoffs this year. They're already 8 wins and only 1 loss, and riding an 8-game win streak as we start this game tonight. Let's go ahead and check in with our keys to the game, and Mario, take us through them.
Well, the big motivation for Memorial is they want to be district champs outright by themselves, and they want to get the momentum going into into the playoffs. And Mission, the season has been tough. They want to build on something, be the spoilers tonight. And then the other motivation, the other factor is the turnovers. And because we've had that weather out there, the drizzle, well, the turnovers come into play tonight.
All right, very good. Yeah, for Mission, it is their last game. They know it. In effect, it's their Super Bowl. Their state championship is tonight. And I know they'll want to go out on a winning note. So as you can see, the Eagles are fired up, but so are the Mustangs. As you see the Mustangs come galloping out here, led by the cheerleaders. They've got the flags waving, and Mustangs ready to go tonight. Mustangs will have a little bit of some different faces in the starting lineup tonight as well, as we'll take a look at that in just a moment. And the Mission Eagles this season, 2 wins and 7 losses in overall, then 1 and 4 in the district. And then for McAllen Memorial, they're at the other end of the bracket. Lost their season opener, but they've whipped off 8 in a row and are now 8-1. And as you can see, unbeaten in district play. McAllen High actually 4-1, because Mackay did lose to Memorial. And Mackay has won their last game, though. They're 7-3, so Mackay will be in the playoffs as well. La Jolla Palmview also in the playoffs. The fourth place team looks like it'll be La Jolla, because La Jolla has a tiebreak over Nicky Rowe. And then, of course, Mission and Juarez Lincoln mathematically out of it and already looking to build toward next year. But for Memorial, Mackay, Palmview, and La Jolla, they will be playing next week in the bi-district round.
And it was interesting, Mark, the Memorial Mustangs won the flip, and they decided to kick it off, and they'll take the ball in the second half, and that's maybe because Coach Bill Littleton wants to put the defense on the field first.
And here we go. The kicker, Rafael Juarez, boosts this deep, and back there to receive is Andrew Hidrogo. But Hidrogo can't track it down as it goes out of the back of the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And the Mission Eagles will start at their own 25-yard line.
And Juarez is a weapon on the special teams. Anytime you can kick the ball all the way into the end zone, there's no run back.
Yeah, no risk of giving up a touchdown or a big gainer. And plus, I think it saves wear and tear on your team, too, because the kickoff is traditionally an area where you tend to see injuries. So here come the Mission Eagles. Mission Eagles have a couple of players that alternate at quarterback, and starting the game is 7, Jesus Cuellar. Number 8, William Arias will also be in there, but this first play from scrimmage is going to be a handoff right over right side. That looks like number 34, the running back, Robert Martinez. He's just a sophomore and one of the new faces getting a look here tonight for Mission. We take a look at the starting lineup for the Mission Eagles, and of course Cuellar there at quarterback, and then they use a lot of receivers. They've got, you can see 5 officially there, but a lot of them will play in the backfield, and then of course they have some youth on their offensive line with only 1 senior. Mission's offense coming in to tonight, they've struggled, averaging only 12 points a game this season. And on second down, they hand it off to Martinez again for a short gain. Looks like he was brought down by the defensive end, Paul Zuniga.
Paul Zuniga, he's had a great year so far. Good hustle by Paul Zuniga, also demonstrating his speed. As you take a look at the defensive starters for defensive coordinator Moses Patterson.
Yeah, and Ricky Miner, the sophomore, has been a real sensation there in the interior defensive line. Joey Delgado doing a good job at the linebacker spot. And, of course, the rest of them, all the old hats there. Although they're still pretty young, 5 juniors and 2 sophomores in there. And on third down, the pass is incomplete, and the Memorial Mustangs hold firm here on the first set of downs. And Mission, facing a 4th and 4, will likely have to punt.
Something to note, Mark, that the Mustang defense struggled early on. And they've been picking it up here lately for Moses Patterson. And that's what makes the Mustangs a dangerous team, because you know they have that offense.
Yeah, their defense really improved from the first 2 or 3 weeks of this season, giving up a lot fewer points. And here's the kick, and be fielded at the Mustang 35 and run up for a return of 4 up to about the Mustang 39. And I believe on the return was 23, Eric Guerrero. There we see Guerrero trotting off the field.
And that's not the way the Mission Eagles wanted to start the ball game. They wanted to stay on the field, Mark, because the longer you stay on the field, the less you see of Trevor Spates. So the Mustangs taking over on their own 39-yard line.
Yeah, I thought, Mario, when your keys to the game, I thought your keys were going to be Trevor to the right, Trevor to the left, and Trevor up the middle.
And that is a good key to have, Mark, because look at the stat. Trevor comes in with 2,300 yards. Mission on the ground only has 1,100. So, I mean, Trevor by himself has more. And you take a look at the offensive starters.
Yeah, there we see Fabian Pedraza has been there at quarterback all season, although they will alternate 7. Jonathan Sanchez in there too. Spates listed as a starter tonight, although we saw there on the first play it was actually a different player carrying it, and all the rest of the usual suspects in there too.
There's a flag on the play mark, and here's another Trevor Spates stat on offense. He scored 168 points. Mission has only scored 108.
Wow. So he's outscored the entire Mission football team.
And the referee in the white hat, that's James Hotelling. No telling what he'll call tonight. A.K.A. Butch Hotelling. And I've had the privilege of you take a look at Moses Dianda, Joe Silva, Daniel Ramon, and Nelson Juarez. But James Hotelling, as you know, Mark, I'm an official. I've officiated a lot of games in basketball with his dad that passed away several years ago. He's in the Rio Grande Valley Sports Hall of Fame. And his dad was quite the character anytime you officiated with it. He had a lot of humor, and we enjoyed our games a lot. And I've also officiated with Butch, his son, excellent official.
And by the way, no penalty there. It was actually a timeout charged to Memorial.
Okay.
So timeout Memorial. They face 2nd down and 6. They hand this off on a run to the right. And this is Spates for his first carry. And Spates can't get anywhere. Mission Eagles do a good job of defending that. And coming up there was a linebacker, number 33, Rosbel Aguida, the junior, who brought Spates down for a loss, actually, back to the 41. A loss of 2.
And here's a defense for the Mission Eagles. A lot of youth.
Yeah, young team, this Mission Eagles team, though they do have a few seniors out there, but you see some juniors in there too. And a team that's actually pretty stingy. They're 2nd in the district, giving up just 274 yards per game. So this defense is certainly a capable unit. And on 3rd and 8, here's Pedraza back to throw. Long pass for Johnson, and it's caught at the 25. Breaks the tackle at the 10, and he's in for the touchdown. Johnson struts his way into the end zone for 59 yards, but there is a flag down. So an apparent touchdown here by the Mustangs, but we're going to see what happened, and it looks like it's a penalty against the Eagles. It'll be declined, and the Mustangs have struck first with a touchdown here in the opening 3 minutes.
And that's what makes the McAllen Memorial offense very potent. We know about Trevor Spates and what he's capable, but lately, Fabian Pedraza showing his arm. He's very capable of connecting with DJ Johnson.
The extra point attempt is high and short, but it's good. Gets over that crossbar, and Jesus Flores has his first of the night. Memorial 7, Mission nothing. 9 minutes, 12 seconds to go in the first quarter. Here's another look at the touchdown on 3rd and 8. A beauty of a pass from Pedraza to Johnson, and a great catch, especially considering this wet weather. See him break the tackle there at the 10, maintain his balance, and gallivant his way into the end zone. And the Mustangs draw first blood. They're up 7-0 with 9:12 to play in the first quarter. We'll take a quick timeout. You're watching Football Night in McAllen right here on MITV. Prestigio Consult. Prestigio Consultants. Ultramont Ltd, General Contractors in McAllen. And by Purdue, Brandon, Fielder, Collins & Mott, LLP, Attorneys at Law. And we're back here. Mustangs up 7-0 over the Mission Eagles in this final regular season game here in McAllen. And DJ Johnson with the touchdown. It'll be Rafael Juarez, the sophomore, to kick off. And there you see back to receive number 12, Robert Belize, a senior for Mission. There's Juarez's approach, and the big kick goes all the way to the end zone. It'll be run back across to about the 20, now coming up toward the near sideline. And breaks some tackles, has some daylight up to about the 34-yard line. There's a good return there by the Mission Eagles.
Mark, earlier tonight, I was talking to the offensive coordinator for the Mustangs, Marcus Kaufman, and he was talking about he does, even though they come into this game averaging about 70 yards per game on passing, he did talk about that he feels real comfortable about his passing game. And he said, we don't pass a lot because we're very successful with the running game because they come in here about 345 yards per game, Mark. So that's going to make Memorial, I guarantee you, scouts in the Laredo area are thinking twice. What are you going to do to stop this potent Mustang offense?
Andrew Hidrogo for Mission with the big return out to the 34. 1st and 10 shotgun. They'll throw it right side, and it's incomplete. Intended for Hidrogo, who was in there lined up as a receiver. And Cuellar, the quarterback, with the incompletion, bring up 2nd down and 10. That was the first pass attempt for the Eagles. The Eagles are, I think, more of a passing team, aren't they?
Yes, they sure are. That's what you're going to expect them to do. It's a tradition. It's a culture. It's been set since we were talking about back in when they were constantly in the playoffs. But the Mustangs did well against this kind of passing attack against the Road Warriors. Remember, they did shut them down.
So 2nd down and 10, shotgun snap. They're going to hand this off to the running back, and Minor's there to wrap him up. Robert Martinez on the carry. 2 sophomores there on that play is the defensive tackle, Ricky Minor.
Lucas Rios also helping out. But Ricky Minor, he's not playing like a sophomore anymore, Mark. He's had a fabulous season.
Yeah, you see him slip this tackle here and get in there and then wrap up Martinez, number 70.
Anytime you start as a sophomore, you know you're a special talent. And look for good things from Minor his junior and senior year.
Officially no gain on the play, so it's still 3rd and 10. Mustangs look like they might blitz, and they bring some, not all, as a throw to Hidrogo in the flat is brought down for only a short gain. They'll bring up 4th down. Nice tackle and coverage there by the safety, Michael Garza.
And Michael Garza showing he can play good defense, Mark. We know Michael Garza is known for intercepting passes. He played it perfect on that play, making sure that no first down.
So the 2nd punt of the night for the Eagles. And this will bounce in Mustang territory, take a little bit of an Eagle bounce and be killed at the 34-yard line. So last time the Mustangs had it, they started at their own 25 and went the length of the field for a touchdown. See what they do here.
And we know the last time it was a big pass, Mark.
And Mario Pena, the head coach of the Eagles, I think that was him on the far right of the screen there. Hard to tell with all those raincoats. And a long pass to Johnson. He's caught it at the 30. He's going to sprint away from the defense, and it's a touchdown. 2 plays and 2 long touchdowns for the Mustangs. Pedraza to Johnson, proving a deadly and effective combination.
And another fantastic pass by Fabian Pedraza, right on the money to DJ Johnson. And you know, as a defensive coordinator, what do, Mark? You want to come into this ball game stopping Trevor Spates, but that leaves Johnson one-on-one, and it's not going to be very easy for anyone to stop DJ Johnson. One-on-one coverage.
Delgado to hold. Flores, the extra point try, is up and good. He's 2 for 2. 7:35 to play in the 2nd quarter. Memorial 14 and the Eagles nothing. Another look at the touchdown. That was on 1st and 10. And you can see Johnson just outrunning the secondary there. And that time Mustangs going pass all the way and hit Johnson for a lengthy touchdown. We'll take a break. You're watching Football Night at McAllen right here on MITV.
In college credit, McAllen ISD leads the way, plus scholarships that save time and money. More than 1,000 professional licenses or certifications, nearly 100 associate's degrees. In McAllen, students can live anywhere and enroll here.
And we're back. The Mustangs leading the Eagles 14-0. You can see the tandem there, and DJ Johnson with the ski mask on because it is kind of cold tonight. And then Pedraza, number 10, right there behind him. Those 2 players on the last 2 plays have connected twice for 135 yards and 2 touchdowns. One of 59 and one of 76.
And Mark, what kind of quarterback rating do you think Pedraza has?
It's got to be perfect right now.
I mean, it's got to be way over 100 because they also bring in the anytime you throw for a touchdown. So sometimes you need ratings of 110, 115. It's got to be up there. He's what?
Well, the highest, a perfect score is 158.3 in that convoluted quarterback rating that the NFL invented about 40 years ago. I've never really understood it, but I know the higher the number, the better you are. By the way, the kickoff was a touchback. The second or third of the game already. The second of the game, I believe, for Juarez.
Second one for Juarez. Yeah. He is a weapon for the special teams.
So the Eagles start at their own 25, third possession. They punted twice. And handoff straight up the middle over right guard. And this has a modest gain up to about the 29. And carrying the ball was number 9, Juan Salazar, a junior running back. So we take a look at the Mustang cheerleaders.
They're all tough, aren't they?
Yeah, all decked out in their rain gear. They were out there taking selfies before the game, which was, and the rain was coming down a lot heavier than it was right now. But they're out there enjoying this weather. Minor in there on the tackle, by the way, on that last play. So second down and 6. Mission at their own 29. They're going to pass it outside right. Looks like it was bobbled, and it was. It'll be incomplete. Pass intended for 28 Matthew Cital, who's a junior receiver. First time they've targeted him. And the Eagles now 0 for 3 passing. Now face third down and 6.
The Mustangs are willing to give away the short passes. It's important now that the Mission Eagles try to get something going. They need to stay on the field.
So third down for Mission. Cuellar rolling out right. Going to throw this to the sideline. It's caught and then tackled right there. And this will depend on the spot. This might be just enough for the first down. And I think Salazar was in there on the tackle. And we'll see if we can see the replay. And they are going to signal first down for the Mission Eagles. So
that is a big first down for the Eagles. You don't want to give the ball back so early in the first quarter with 6 minutes and 18 seconds to go. The Mission Eagles need to try to stay on the field here. Keep that Mustang offense off the field.
Robert Belize with the catch there. Went down to his knees to make that catch for exactly 6 yards. And an Eagle first down at their own 35. They'll hand this off up the middle, and this will get nothing. Great penetration there by Zuniga to meet him in the backfield and then pull him down. I think that was Salazar on the carry.
Zuniga has come in. And Mark, if you take a look at the helmets for the Mustangs, they have some numbers in there. And those numbers indicate the years the Mustangs have been in the playoffs. And that's something that Coach Bill Littleton uses as a motivation.
Wow, I did not know that. They're in the playoffs for the 5th straight year, I believe, since 2010. They've made it each year. And here's Cuellar going to throw on second down and 10. This is caught. This is Idrogo. And Idrogo looks like he gets out of bounds, has a first down for the Eagles at their 46-yard line.
Good concentration by Idrogo on that one because there was traffic. A couple of defenders in the vicinity. Good pass by Jesus Cuellar. You take a look at the replay, quick pass to the right side, and there was 2, 3 Mustang defenders there, and they put the ball right in between all of them.
Yeah, I think Michael Garza getting the tackle, Delgado and Salazar in there to provide a couple of hits on him. First and 10, Mission at their 46, dropped the football, and the quarterback Cuellar has to fall on it, back to his own 41-yard line, a loss of 5 on the play.
These are the little things that the Eagle offense cannot afford to do, is give away plays. It's just a fumble. Jesus Cuellar is a real good athlete. He's also on the basketball team.
We see the Mustang offensive coaches. They're in the foreground. Coach Marcus Kaufman, the offensive coordinator. His team has 2 touchdowns on 4 plays tonight. Second and 15 for the Eagles. Rolling out left is Cuellar. Hits his man in the flat, and that's Salazar. Salazar brought down by Delgado. And it'll be third down and long still.
Michael Garza coming up again to make the tackle. Looking at a rollout. Good job on the catch. Michael Garza making sure picture perfect tackle.
Yeah, they gain only 2, and it was actually, Michael Garza, as you said, on the tackle. So it's third down and 13. Mission at their own 43-yard line. Cuellar using the rollout again. Pass is tipped at the line and falls incomplete. I think he was trying to hit Feliz on a little hook route, and the pass got tipped by one of the defensive linemen, and the Mustangs hold serve once again.
Yeah, so that line, that defensive line for the Mustangs is making it so hard. Penetration, always, that's what makes quarterbacks' life miserable.
Mission passing now 3 for 7. Mission 1 for 4 on 3rd down, and their 3rd punt of the game. This is high and a little bit short. Goes into Mustang territory, but the Mustangs will have good field position at their own 42. So Mission is, or rather Memorial has had it at their 39 and at their 34, and now at their 42. They've scored touchdowns on the first 2 possessions.
And Mark, since the offense, the passing is working, I wonder if they're making some adjustments on defense, which means that Trevor Spates will not be keyed on as much.
Pedraza under center as Rocha goes in motion. They toss it left to Spates. Nowhere to go. Mission strings it out. Now Spates coming back the other way. Reversing field, he could have room there. 40, turns the corner, and Mission catches up to him at about the 40-yard line in Eagle territory. Good run there by Spates to turn nothing into something, and boy, every time he gets the ball and starts to get close to the open field, your heart starts to jump a little bit as you anticipate a possible score.
And what happens, Mark, is a play that should have been a 3 to 5 yard loss. It's not going to happen very often with Trevor Spates. He still gains some yards, and even now he uses his forearm, stiff arm. He's doing that a lot.
I think the tackle, Mark Garcia for Mission. They hand this off 1st and 10. Spates trying to go at the middle, now goes outside. There is a flag down as Spates is forced out of bounds inside the 35-yard line.
Looks like we're going to get a face mask. See what?
So clock stopped at 3 minutes, 10 seconds left in the first quarter.
It is a face mask. That's going to give the Mustangs another first down.
During the run, personal foul. Face mask on the defense, number 42. 15 yards into the run, automatic first down.
You're right, Mario. And face mask penalties are all 15 yards.
Mark off against the Eagles. Ball comes to rest inside the Eagles.
I saw the replay, it was very obvious. Face mask. First and 10 at their own 39, now for the Mustangs. And that's on a pass.
That's Johnson's 3rd catch, and his least dramatic so far. His first 2 were for touchdowns, and this time the stop made by number 20, Martin Cacique.
Doing a good job of keeping Johnson in front of him.
He was able to wrap up his ankle and keep Johnson from going long distance.
We'll expect the ball on the left hash mark. Expect a running play to the right to take advantage of Trevor, perhaps. His speed to the right.
Yep, that's where the open side of the field is. They're on the left hash. And handoff Spates going over center, actually. He'll cross the 15 up to about the 14. So a gain of only 3 on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
Incredible, Mark. We were talking before the game on some of the stats. Were you saying that Trevor came in here averaging more than 10 yards per carry?
Yeah, 11.5. It's a first down every time you give him the ball. And that's astounding. Usually you see those kind of gaudy stats early in the season, you know, if you played a couple of weak opponents in the first couple of games, but to do that 9 games into the season is just simply amazing. And here's Spates more amazing as he darts his way inside the 10. It looks like he's close to a first down and has a first down at about the 7-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal now for the Mustangs.
And what do you do, Mark? What do you do? The defense did a great job on that possession. They all contained. There was penetration by the defensive line, but then Trevor, with all the moves, made it happen. And he came out of the game because he actually lost his shoe. We know in past games he's been losing his helmet, but this time he lost his shoe. And he's so fast that his shoe comes off.
Yeah. Can't go far without your shoe, especially this rain-soaked field. As they toss this right, looks like Will Moore hops over the 5-yard line to about the 3. Will Moore, the fullback who started tonight. He's a senior.
Gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal for the Mustangs.
So Mustangs get 4 on the play. And they're at the 3-yard line. Actually, they're spotted at the 4-yard line, so a 3-yard gain. And second down and goal.
I don't see Berrial out there. Usually they have that quick burst up the middle, but he's not there.
There's Pedraza going to hand this off the right side. And this is bottled up right there at the 4-yard line. And on the tackle was Ernest Hernandez.
Hernandez on the carry for the Mustangs. On the stop, number 21.
It looks like Trevor Spates is coming back into the game.
Brings up 30 goals.
With a 3rd and goal.
From the Eagle 5.
Mustangs 2 for 2 on 3rd down in this game. The 3rd and goal from the 5. A little bit of confusion in the Mustang backfield. Now I think the Mustangs going to call timeout, and they do.
I think it's the end of the quarter mark.
Oh, you're right. So yes, we have reached the end of the first quarter. And so the Mustangs will trot to the other end of the field, facing a 3rd and goal at the 5. And they also have a 14-0 lead. Let's take a break. You're watching Football Night in McAllen right here on MITV. Athletic.
Athletics. Students achieving goals they never thought possible. And along the way, learning skills not always taught in the classroom. McAllen ISD offers 13 sports for boys and girls. Find out more, 618-6089.
And welcome back for the second quarter of action here on Football Night in McAllen. The Memorial Mustangs 14, the Mission Eagles nothing. And here's our first play for the second quarter. Mustangs having a 3rd and goal at the Eagle 5-yard line. They'll go with a triple I behind Pedraza. Toss it to Spates, has room left. And gets in for the touchdown. Had to fight his way in. And Spates gets in there for his first touchdown of the game. And the Mustangs now lead it 20-0.
And that was not easy, but he made it look easy. And now Trevor Spates has 174 points in the season.
Just amazing. Came into this game with over 2,300 yards in 9 games. And now Flores will attempt the extra point. Delgado the hold. And kick is up and good. Flores now 3 for 3, and the Mustangs are up 21-0 with 11:53 to play in the second quarter. Here's another look at the touchdown. This on 3rd and goal. Can Spates just take his time a little bit and then trusting his blockers to go up the middle, and picked up a block there from number 9, Jose Jimenez, and went in for the TD.
Show his leg strength.
Yep, and we'll take a break. You're watching Football Night at McAllen on MITV.
Tonight's game brought to you by McAllen Anesthesia Consultants. Holchamont Ltd. General Contractors in McAllen. And by Purdue, Brandon Fielder, Collins & Mott LLP, Attorneys at Law.
And then we see Trevor Spates, who was the Valley Athlete of the Year as a sophomore in 2013. And in my opinion, the most likely candidate to win it again in 2014. He's came into tonight's game 700 yards ahead of the next best rusher in the Valley.
What's
amazing.
incredible, Mark, is that he's marked. Oh, no pun intended, but I mean, everybody knows what you got to do, and you can't do it.
And Mission may have muffed this as it's hooked up at the 3-yard line, and they'll run it back to the left. Nowhere to go. They're going to be bottled up at about the 5, maybe the 4-yard line. And a disaster there on the kickoff return for the Mission Eagles. Wattis with the kickoff, by the way, that took a big bounce at about the 10.
You know, it seems like this is how the season has gone for the Mustangs. Just a little, for the Eagles. Just the little things that hurt themselves. And I can assure you, Coach Mario Peña, who's had a lot of success in a lot of different areas. I know he coached in La Jolla, was very successful, was also very successful in San Benito. He's a good coach, but sometimes when you don't have those star athletes, it can be difficult.
So it'll be a 1st and 10 at about officially the 4-yard line as Mission hands this off and picks up about 2 yards right up the middle. Robert Martinez on the carry. I think Sam Hinojosa in there on the tackle, and Lucas Rios as well.
Well, so far the Mustangs are really playing like an 8-1 team that has won 8 in a row. Total domination on both sides of the line of scrimmage on offense and defense. Playing with a lot of confidence.
That last scoring drive by the Mustangs, by the way, 8 plays, 58 yards. Spates a 5-yard touchdown run. And it was for Spates his 28th touchdown of the season. 2nd and 9 now for the Eagles, and a big hit in the backfield. Great play there by the Mustangs. That looks like Minor again.
Minor is going to be something else. This guy is special.
Be a loss of a yard, so Mission will face a 3rd down and 10. The ball carrier on that last play was 34, Martinez.
I mean, by the time the runner got the ball, Minor was already on top of him. That's not easy, Mark, because you got to fend off the blocker.
Yeah, it certainly isn't. The moment you're handed the ball, the defender is wrapping you up. 3rd down and actually 11 now. And Cuellar from his own end zone, shovel pass forward. A lot of room there for Martinez, who's across the 10 and near the 15, and I think has a 1st down. Great call there by Coach Mario Pena and the Mission Eagles coaching staff, John McGee with the tackle.
A very interesting call, Mark. I haven't seen this kind of play very often. Quarterback faked up the middle, and then he found the running back right up the middle with a lot of room to run for a 1st down.
He wanted to do a shovel pass initially and then had to lob it over the rushing lineman. So we take a look at Hinojosa. So 1st and 10 at the 15. Mustangs send 4 as it's a handoff. Looks like Martinez again across the 15 up to about the 18. Gain of 3 on the play.
On the stop for the Mustangs, number 70, Ricky Minor. Gain of 2 brings up 2nd down, 8. Your line of scrimmage, the Mission, 17.5-yard line.
So it's actually going to be a gain of 2 because they had spotted the ball at the 16 there, and now at the 18. Memorial up 21-0. 9 minutes, 10 seconds to go here before halftime. Shotgun snap to Cuellar. Going to throw toward the sideline. It's incomplete. Looked like it was intended for Matthew Cital. About 3 Mustangs were over there defending on the play. And it'll bring up 3rd down and 8 for these Eagles. The Eagles have had their troubles offensively this season, averaging about 238 yards a game, which is 6th in the 17 district. Mustang defense comes into tonight giving up 311 yards per game to rank 5th. So here we go, 3rd down and 8. 1 man in the backfield with Cuellar, 3 receivers to his right. He's going to roll out right, throw it short, and it's incomplete. A little bit behind the receiver. It looked like it might have been knocked away by McGee. Good defensive play.
He was right on top of that play, and he made it happen.
We'll take a look at the replay. Cuellar was trying to hit number 12, Belize.
Good job on McGee. He basically got there when the ball got there, and there's not too many receivers that are going to hang on to the ball.
Here's the 4th punt for the Eagles. Nice high punt. Goes into Mustang territory, bounces at the 40. Eagle bounce, and they'll kill it back at the 30-yard line. 8:42 to play here in the first half. And the Mustangs will take over for the 4th time. They've scored touchdowns each of their 3 possessions so far tonight. The last one was a more methodical drive, going 58 yards in 8 plays, and Spates carrying it over on 3rd and goal from the 5. So Memorial with 8:41 to go. Has the ball at their own 30. We have a new quarterback in there. This is Jonathan Sanchez. Going to toss it left to Spates. Sanchez throws a block, and Spates has a hole. First down and more. And brought down across the 40 at about the 43-yard line. Looks like he picked up 13 yards. So Spates beginning to get his sea legs going.
That's the thing about Spates, Mark, that he's also in such tremendous shape. He works out all year that he gets stronger as the game goes, and it looks like another helmet. I mean, that's like they were all over him. And number 30 doing a good job. Will Moore helping out on blocks.
And Spates now to the right side, has room there across the 50, breaks a tackle, first down now at the 40, and then into the secondary as he gets all the way to the 30-yard line before he's ridden down, brought down by one of the Mission defenders, but there is a flag down.
Mark, that was a nasty run. I mean, I felt sorry for a defensive back that was going to be in open field, one-on-one, and I could see it from up here. There was no way that kid had a chance.
Flag on the play.
Look at the replay.
Yep.
He runs so smooth, so calm. Look at the vision, and then he
10
sets
yards,
you up right there.
spot of the foul. Remains first
knows
down.
how to use
He
his
lowers
blockers,
his
too.
helmet, and he'll run over you, too.
Not afraid of contact, definitely.
Brings up second down, 5.
48 credited with the tackle, but not on the roster. By the way, the penalty against the Mustangs, so it wipes out that nice gain. It'll be second down and 5 now as they move the ball back to the Mustang 49. There's, looks like Spates again up the right side. Oh, excuse me. That's a different running back. I think that's Hernandez.
And Mark, was about 7 minutes and 40 seconds to go here in the second quarter. I've been waiting for Aaron Meloyan to have his runs up the middle. I recall the last time they played here, I think he had 3 touchdowns. But I do see he's on the sideline, and maybe he's being rested for this game. I know he's a captain, and he hasn't been in the game so far.
So third down and 1 here for the Mustangs. 7.5 minutes to play before halftime. And it's going to be a quarterback sneak. Sanchez has the first down and more, and is into the secondary, actually, into Eagle territory down at the 40-yard line. A nice 8-yard pickup there on a quarterback sneak.
And that's what the Mustangs have done all season. When it's a 3rd and short or 4th and short, you get your big quarterback. He's 6'4", 6'5", Sanchez, and now he's going to be taking some snaps. As we know at the beginning of the year, they were alternating.
Alvaro Rocha brought in the play and then lines up on the right side of the field, number 15. Now Sanchez with a power eye left. Spates in the tailback. And a pitch to Spates. Has a big room hole at the 30, and he's gone. He's at the 20, the 10, and a touchdown. And the Mustangs are up 27-0, the second score of the night for Trevor Spates and the 29th touchdown of the season. And the Mustangs continue to roll.
Actually, Mark, that is touchdown number 30.
Oh, man,
he's got 180 points, because I know my math. 30 times 6, 180 points. What an amazing season. I think the all-time total now, he's up to like number 3 in the Valley for all-time total yards gained by a running back in the season. Unbelievable. Definitely an all-state running back.
Jesus Flores is good on his extra point. The Mustangs lead it now 28-0. With 6 minutes and 50 seconds to play in the second quarter. As we take another look at this nifty touchdown run here by Spates. Went right up the middle, and before you knew it, he was past everyone and smooth sailing for a 40-yard touchdown run. We'll take a break. You're watching Football Night in McAllen on MITV.
Students in McAllen ISD are taking courses that prepare them for careers. In fact, the class of 2014 earned 1,300 professional licenses and certifications. We offer students 16 different choices through our career technical education program, all free.
And we're back here on Football Night in McAllen, and we take a look at the 30-touchdown man, Trevor Spates. I was counting his rushing touchdowns at 29, but forgot he had one, the big kickoff return that he had early in the season. So he scored on special teams and on offense this season. And probably already in this first half is about 150 yards. So probably will be over 2,500 before the evening is through. Mustangs are up by 4 touchdowns, 28-0. And here's Juarez with the big kickoff. Is going to be bouncing at the 5 and picked up by Idrogo. Idrogo brings it up over on the left side, is hit at the 15, and goes down to about the 16-yard line. Looks like the tackle was made by the Mustangs, number 54, Jesus Islas. So Mission Eagles getting ready to come out there on offense again. They have had the ball 4 times, have punted all 4 times, picked up 3 first downs. It's been tough going for them this evening. Here in this the rain and the drizzle here on this November evening. And this off right side, hit in the backfield and brought down. Superb play there by Paul Zuniga. The defensive end gets right in there and brings down Salazar.
That kid right there, Zuniga, Mark, I think that's his 3rd tackle already in the backfield. Doing a good job of coming in quickly, showing his speed.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd down. It started a long 12.
This defense, Mark, it has a couple of kids that have good stats, but overall, it's like a total team effort. They hustle to the ball. Did a great job also at the defensive line.
What a spread formation. 3 receivers left for Cuellar, who wants to throw left. No one there. Throws it. It's intercepted at the 15. That's Delgado at the 10. He's outside. Has some blocks, and he's in for the touchdown. And it's a defensive score now for the Mustangs. So just as we're singing the praises of the Mustang defense, they answer the call, and the Mustangs now lead it 34-0. 5:48 to play here before halftime.
And I know Joey Delgado's excited. It's not easy for any defensive player to get a touchdown, a pick 6. He's excited, but he's got to get in there. And he's also the holder. And I'm sure his parents are all excited. I know his parents, excellent parents. They his mom works for a school district, and the father works for the police department. But Mark, Delgado gets the 6 points, but I don't know who put pressure on the quarterback that kind of forced him. So I'm interested to see the replays to see who was the defensive player that forced the quarterback to rush his throw. But an excellent job by Delgado to make sure he held on to the ball.
Especially in this weather, which is no easy feat. Mustangs getting ready for the extra point try. High snap, but Delgado has it. Kick is away, and it's good. And Jesus Flores 5 for 5, and the Mustangs up 35-0 with 5:48 to go here in the second quarter. We take another look at the touchdown. You can see that Cuellar was pressured in the back. Might have been 79, Robert Gonzalez.
And let's give Robert Gonzalez in basketball. You can give an assist for that, but this is football. But I'll give big defensive tackle Robert Gonzalez, a junior, an assist for rushing the quarterback to throw the ball. And Delgado doing a good job of maintaining his defensive position. And boy, did you see how Delgado catches the ball and he smelled the end zone? There's not many opportunities to score, and you know he wanted to get to that.
Yeah, Delgado, the sophomore, gets the score. We'll take a break. It's football night at McAllen on MITV.
McAllen ISD is expanding its pre-kindergarten program to a full day. Enrollment has begun. Our pre-kinder students are all eligible for an iPod Touch. Call 618-6031 or log on. It's all-day pre-K at McAllen ISD.
And we're back here on football night at McAllen. Mustangs up 35-0. They have scored 4 touchdowns on 4 possessions, and the defense ran an interception back 20 yards for a score just now. So it's the Mustangs kicking off again. This is Suarez. This is his shortest one, fielded at the 12 by Drogo across the 20, trying to get outside left, hit by Jimenez, and then Delgado is down there. Now Delgado's the MVP in the 3 plays in a row here, as he's down there for the tackle along with number 9, Jimenez.
It's all over the place now, Mark. You know, Coach Bill Littleton, the job of a coach is always real difficult. But now he's up 35-0, and now it's still a difficult job, because what do you start doing? Do you start playing some of your backups this early? Do you start protecting your star players? You know, you don't want them to get hurt for the playoffs. So there's still a lot of decisions to be made. It's never easy for any coach, even though Coach Bill Littleton's up 35-0.
And I think also there might be, you want to keep the rhythm going, the momentum going, because you're going to be in a playoff game, a do-or-die game next week. So you don't want your offense to have a rusty game in a do-or-die game. As a hit in the backfield is the running back, and the ball comes loose. Several times tonight the Mustangs have been there in the backfield. That was Islas who got through and provided the hit. Ball came loose, but it looks like the Eagles have it. although a loss of a yard.
The defense is totally dominating the line of scrimmage. That play coming in was...
That was Islas.
Islas got there real quick.
McGee came in there a little bit later. Delgado tried to jump on the loose ball, but Mission fell on it. Ball still at the line of scrimmage, so it's 2nd down and 10. 5 minutes to go here before halftime. Cuellar in the shotgun, 2 receivers left, 2 right. Hands it off to the man in the backfield is Martinez, who bounces across the 30 to about the 31-yard line. And it's a gain of 6 on the play.
Good job on the defensive side by Sam Hinojosa.
We take a look at the replay. Martinez doing a good job of protecting the football there. Both hands on it as he went through the line. Hit by Hinojosa, and I think Islas also in there on the tackle. I'll make that 79 Gonzalez, actually. Gonzalez having a big night too. 3rd down and 5 now for the Eagles at their own 31. Cuellar rolling right, wants to throw, nobody there, and now he's hit and goes down, and that's Robert Gonzalez. And Gonzalez having a stellar night. The 2 defensive tackles, Gonzalez and Minor, having all-world games here tonight.
Robert Gonzalez, anytime you have an opportunity to get a quarterback for a sack, you know you're going to get excited. And I felt sorry for the quarterback when Robert Gonzalez was coming. I mean, forget about it.
And here are the Eagles now punting for the 5th time in this half. Takes an Eagle bounce, fielded at the 25-yard line by Salazar, hit at the 29, and he's brought down by a couple of Eagles, including number 70, Jose De Leon. And the Mustangs will have the ball at their own 28-yard line. And still plenty of time, 3:33 to go here before halftime.
Mark, do we have the rain? I mean, we've had some sprinkle here and there, but boy, it looks like it's really now coming down a little bit more seriously.
Yep, it's been steady drizzle all day, and then, of course, continuing here into the night. And you see the weather there on your screen. Now, the scoreboard and our scoreboard have the Mustangs with 3 timeouts, but I thought I saw the officials signal a Mustang timeout early in the game, but so they have at least 2, possibly 3. Here's Pedraza wanting to throw long, and it's bobbled and caught by Johnson, who's behind the secondary and goes in for the touchdown. And never mind about the timeout situation. The Mustangs go 72 yards in one play, and DJ Johnson has his 3rd long-distance score of the night. Mustangs up 41-0.
And Pedraza, I mean, there's no better way to put the ball by any quarterback in the hands of the receiver. Pedraza just doing an excellent job of putting the ball right where it needs to be.
Boy, that was a thing of beauty. Here's the hold by Delgado. Kick is high and away and good. And Flores has been perfect tonight. Memorial now leading at 42-0 with 3 minutes, 20 seconds. This play taking only 13 seconds. As you see the left-handed quarterback Pedraza going back, throws this one long. And Johnson, you can see, bobbled it, but kept his concentration. He's got that ski mask on too, and went in for the end zone for the touchdown. And he's got the hat trick, his 3rd score of the night. And, you know, he's one that, what a story for DJ Johnson. He's also a basketball player, I believe,
sure
and was injured, and so did not play in the first 6 games or so of this season. But now has really come on strong lately.
Let us know that he's got 3 touchdowns. We know DJ. But, Mark, let's give credit to the offensive line. Anytime you're going to have deep passes, your offensive line has to give you enough time. Anthony Esparza, Teddy Garcia, Edward Pequeño, Chris Del Bosque, Ronnie Esparza, those are the starters. I don't know if the whole 5 kids were in that play, but that's where it all starts. You got to give your quarterback an opportunity.
And for Pedraza, his 3rd touchdown pass of the game, and he's got 209 yards passing here in this first half. Here's the Drogo for Mission, runs it up across the 15. This is the kickoff, and hit about the 18-yard line.
And Mark, now we can take an opportunity. This district, the 4 playoff teams have been decided. Maybe we can recognize them at this time.
Yeah, that's right. This Memorial Mustang team looks like they're going to win this one up by 42 points here, and that would make them the outright district champions. They would be the 1 seed. The McAllen Bulldogs, whose only district loss was to these Mustangs, they would be second place. And then La Jolla Palmview, whose only 2 losses were to the 2 McAllen teams, the Bulldogs and Mustangs, in third, and then La Jolla Coyotes, they're in 4th place.
All right.
And the Coyotes owning a tiebreak advantage over Nicky Rowe, which is why Rowe is already out of it for this year, along with Mission and Juarez Lincoln.
On the carry for the Eagles.
Tackle by Delgado on that play on first down. And the clock running with under 3 minutes to play here in the first half. The Eagles still have all 3 of their timeouts, but have the ball 2nd and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 10 for the Eagles.
That was Cuellar, the quarterback, on the carry that time. Minor and Lucas, and I think Delgado were in there on the tackle.
You know, we know that the Mustangs lost their first game of the year to the Sherland Rattlers. I certainly would love to have those 2 teams play again.
Maybe they will. Not in the first round, certainly, as we have the running back Salazar run it on 2nd down and 10 across the 20 up to about the 23.
And Mark, maybe you
bring
can
up 3rd
explain
down.
some of those playoffs, because you can have a 6A and then they have a big division by enrollment and a smaller division by division. Sometimes it's confusing.
Mm-hmm. Well, I believe my understanding is that they've done away with that. They used to have the Division 1, Division 2 in each of the classes, or Class A all the way through 5A. This year creating a Class 6A.
Okay.
And I believe, and I'll try to confirm this at halftime, that there's only 1 division now for 6A and all the rest of them. Cuellar on 3rd and 5. Hits his man and has a first down. Nice pitch and catch there from Cuellar to number 28, Cidal.
Mark, I don't know if I recall, has Mission passed the 50-yard lines on offense, or they've always been on their side of the field? It's very difficult for them, as Lucas Rios on a fine tackle in the last play.
Mission's furthest is their own 48-yard line. Or actually their 43-yard line, as they hand this off to, looks like, number 9, Salazar. And Salazar brought down by Zuniga. I think hit by Garza as well, as the clock now at a minute to go. Mission not using any of their timeouts. They have 3, and the clock now under a minute, as they're at the 31-yard line with the 2nd down.
Well, this Mustang defense all over the field. Gang tackling. 3 to 4 Mustangs on almost every tackle.
You can see the rain coming down in sheets now. 2nd down and 9, 37 seconds left. They hand this off. Salazar hit in the backfield, and he goes down. Didn't have a chance there. Is wrapped up by Trey Guerra. Hinojosa also in there, along with Robert Gonzalez. And 3 of the 4 defensive linemen are in there on the tackle. Your blocking isn't doing so well.
They're just controlling the line of scrimmage.
Line of scrimmage, the Eagle 28.
It was a loss of 2 on the play. And now 3rd down and 12 for these Eagles, who are content just to let the clock run out. Won't use a timeout, and we have reached halftime, and I'm sure for Mission it couldn't have come quickly enough. At the half, it's Memorial 42, the Mission Eagles nothing. DJ Johnson with 3 long-distance touchdowns from passes from Pedraza in the first half. Trevor Spates with 2 scores to give him 30 touchdowns on the season, and the linebacker Joey Delgado running an interception back for a TD. And the Mustangs all over the Eagles, 42-0 here at halftime. By the way, tonight is Senior Jacket Night for the McAllen Memorial Marching Band, so you'll want to stick around for that as they recognize their seniors. And that's coming up at halftime. We'll have the halftime stats and, of course, the second half of action here on Football Night at McAllen. We'll take a break, and we'll see you for the second half.